Oh, excuse me. It's early in the morning and the engines are just waking up. And it looks like Knox decided not to hide from me this time. Good morning, Mr. Knox. Not now, random voice. I'm too busy to be hiding. Well, excuse me for trying to be cordial. Anyway, it looks like he has some news for his engines. Morning, engines. I have good news for you. You just lost 10 pounds on Jenny Craig? Very funny, but no, I am going to give us all the day off. No, you lazy oaf. I have bought us some new streamlined coaches, and of course by us I mean me. Will you three shut your yaps and let the man finish making his announcement already? Now, what were you saying, sir? Thank you, Gus. Now, I was saying that I bought another engine from that leasing company that we made a deal with a year ago. Oh, you mean that old guy who claims he used to run the mafia in Chicago that helped you with— I don't think everyone needs to hear about that, Alan. But anyway, the new engine should be here soon. He's originally from Wyoming and used to work for the BN before an incident occurred and was sold, so I picked him up as soon as my friend, ex-Mafia Don. Is it too much to ask for you guys to let me talk? Anywho, my friend called me and set up a sweet deal for this engine. He'll be doing freight work, so Derek will quit complaining about how much heavier his trains get every day?
Darn it, stop copying everything that I say, Alan. I hate it when you do that.
I told you not to mess with me while I was trying to sleep yesterday, but you insisted on bugging me. Are you two done? That'll be a definite maybe there, Knoxville. Okay, well then, Whoa, wait, how the heck did you know what he was going to say like that? I read the script. What? For the same reason you don't. That makes no sense. Exactly. Never mind. I swear, for someone who's supposed to be no nonsense, you sure don't make a lot of sense. That's because I like being random sometimes. How the— For crying out loud, that's enough, you guys. Let the man finish. Gus, quit sucking up. That's not gonna save you from your little mishaps that have gone on as of late. At least I'm not the one who broke down and had to be saved by Derek twice in the same day. The only reason why I broke down was because of dawdling Dirk over there in the first place. Hey, I wasn't dawdling, I was stuck at some faulty signals. Will all of you shut up and let me finish? Jeez, why do you guys argue so much? Because we're bored. Sir, are very because bored. You like to waffle.
And we like to annoy you.
It's fun to annoy you. You're gullible. Well then, I want you all to give the new engine a warm welcome when he gets here, as he's coming a long way. Wait, what do you mean bored?
So he's coming all the way from the next county over, where the leasing company yard is, which is literally less than like 10 miles away. And by the way, you're imagining that part about being bored that you thought you heard.
Did I not just tell you to be quiet? And did you guys say you'd like to annoy me? Yes, you did tell him, and no, we didn't. You're imagining things again, sir. Well, that was quite entertaining. Anyway, they all waited, and after about 25 minutes, the new engine was still a no-show. I wonder if they got lost on one of the old branch lines or something. Okay, what in the world is going on? He should have been here already. Well, knowing how that leasing company you work with is pretty shady, I'd say they'll get here sometime later today. After a few minutes passed, Greg, the railroad's assistant manager who does just about everything Knox won't do and then some, shows up to— Sorry to interrupt, guys, but I've got your work orders for the day. You aren't really interrupting anything. Oh, well then I guess I'm not wanted around here. Fine, I'm taking my lunch break.
Why are you always scaring the narrator away?
Why do you care? Come on, guys, this is not the time to argue. Now here's your work orders. Skipping ahead a little, we find Nate stuck at that little park halfway down the mountain. I think it's called the Torrey Gorge Park or something. Anyways, Alan attempted to come to his rescue, but sadly stalled due to not getting some scheduled maintenance earlier that day. Oh, and spoilers, incoming title reference in 3, 2, 1. So, we're stuck. Now what? This is your fault. How in the hell is it my fault when I tried to help your sorry tender out of a jam anyway? Well, then it's Knox's fault for sending me down this way. No, it's not. It's your fault for not filling up before you left and overusing your brakes, causing them to jam when you were on your way down from Tori. What? My fault? That's not true at all. You don't... Can I be of assistance, gentlemen? Yes, you can. Tell Alan that he's wrong. By the way, who are you and what are you doing here? I'm Arthur. I was told to come help a stranded train up here. I'm guessing this is it? You guessed correct. Nice to meet you. I'm Alan, and this is Nate. Now, with minor introductions out of the way, you can tell Alan that this is all his fault. Don't mind Nate. Just get us down to Shelton so we can be looked at in the shops there, please. It's straight down the main line. At the Class 1 interchange, you probably passed all on your way here. Ah, so I was right. It is pronounced Tory. Now, where was I? My goodness, this page is long. Arthur takes them down the mountain, making stops where necessary, then finally ends the journey at Shelton City, leaving the two in the maintenance yard to be looked over. Thanks for the tow, Arthur. I'm surprised we made it back before sundown. You even managed to keep time with my passenger schedule. Not bad for a rookie.
Nate, you say that like you're the only one who can pull fast passenger trains here.
I do more than anyone else around here. You are very welcome. And I guess you might as well meet the others on our line. Our resident switcher over there is Joaquin, our other large steamer is Derek, the smaller one's Gus, and the Dash 7 is Jesse. Guys, this is Arthur. Nice to meet you all. So, how come you were a no-show this morning?
Yeah, we waited for like 2 hours.
Come on, Joaquin, it was only half an hour. Felt like an eternity to me. Like you care about doing your work. Care more about my work than you care about anything other than yourself. I care about other things than myself. Name one thing. Exactly. Will you two knock it off? Ah, where did you come from? You came from the back of the sheds, where else? Oh. Anyways, Arthur, please continue. Well, I would have been here much earlier, but the works at that old mafia guy's shop forgot to patch me before sending me off. And when they did, they messed up several times, and the manager kept telling them to redo it. Of course, this partly explains why I haven't been cleaned. What's the other part to the lack of cleaning? I was left in storage uncovered for a while at the yard because I had no papers due to an incident. Well, I'm very impressed, Arthur, with the rescue. I thought you were going to break down like the other two did. Well, sir, that wasn't going to happen at all, since I'm made for hauling heavy loads through terrain like the mountains here. Plus, I've had an overhaul before going into storage. Wait, so you're telling me that you're in decent condition? My, friend at the leasing company said you were defective or something. Ooh, story time. Arthur began his story. No, sir, I'm not at all defective. I wasn't even really sold from the Class 1 I was working with. My records were burned in a fire caused by my crazy old driver who lost his mind after he found out that his retirement didn't include benefits. The guy went through 5 different positions in a month and was irritable in each one. They lied and told him he was getting benefits so he'd leave, but when he found out, he came back and burned down the office that just so happened to have my paperwork in it as I was prepared for the overhaul. I couldn't work without papers, so they took me to a leasing company and left me there. The company kept me fixed and even refitted me with the normal wide cab instead of my original Triclops cab, hoping somebody would rent or even buy me, but that never happened. Later, your mafia friend swooped me up. Well, I guess it's a good thing that my friend didn't know exactly what he was selling. From now on, Arthur, you'll take freights with Derek and Alan so they can get a bit of a break. Hell, you might even be able to fit in some of Jesse's fuel tankers while you're at it. Glad I can ease the workload for them. We are too. Well, that was interesting. I would have never guessed that he was one of those weird-looking 3-windowed engines owned by the BN that I saw in a copy of Trains magazine once. Thanks for stopping by, and see you next time we visit the SFL.